The price of XRP+ripple is estimated to be $35,000 on the fantasy market. What is the Federal Reserve's interest in becoming involved in this situation? At the beginning of the year, rumors quickly spread around the cryptocurrency industry, claiming that the Federal Reserve of the United States might be looking at Ripple's XRP with more than just a legal interest in the cryptocurrency. These rumors suggested that the financial institution might be considering Ripple's XRP. Just for a second, let's think about what would happen if the largest bank in the world were to adopt a digital asset as an integral component of its huge machinery. What would happen? At this point in time, it is feasible that the idea seems to be a bit of a stretch. There have been some extraordinarily strange happenings that have taken place in the world of cryptocurrencies in the past. When it comes to the prospect that the Federal Reserve would be interested in XRP or take it into consideration as a potential leverage point for future financial infrastructure initiatives, people have a range of emotions. While there are those who are skeptical, there are also those who are enthusiastic about the possibilities. This essay will attempt to go thoroughly into the realms of potential where XRP is more than just another currency on the volatile cryptocurrency markets. The purpose of this essay is to explore these places deeply. On the other hand, the value of a foundation for new era commercial agreements may be $35,000, and this is not only a speculation on what the worth is, rather, it is based on the actual potential utility of the foundation. To state that the rise of cryptocurrencies over the past 10 years has been nothing short of astonishing would be an accurate description of the phenomenon. To Bitcoin, Ethereum and other cryptocurrencies have not only changed the way assets are stored, but they have also put the traditional financial institutions and the people who are responsible for monitoring them to the test. This is because cryptocurrencies have the ability to replicate the behavior of traditional assets. In order to confront the changes that have been brought about by technology breakthroughs while at the same time protecting traditional economics, the Federal Reserve has maintained a distance from the front lines that is both cautious and alert. It is quite similar to trying to work out a complex computation when you are attempting to find out how the Federal Reserve feels about Bitcoin. The task of maintaining the stability of the economy and the financial system falls on the shoulders of the Federal Reserve. The relationship between it and digital currencies has been the subject of a great deal of controversy. On the one hand, individuals are comprised of aware that the potential for creative expression is present. On the other hand, the risks of volatility and holes in government control are a source of concern for a variety of compelling reasons. These risks are problematic for a number of reasons. According to the communication of government officials, they have a balanced approach that strives to accommodate developments in fintech without making the overall financial system less stable. This is indicated by the fact that they have communicated accordingly. Within the framework of this narrative, each and every participation of the government with Ripple's XRP needs to be analyzed and evaluated in comparison to this paradigm. Mastering the basics of Ripple's XRP currency Ripple and its token, XRP, are distinct from the bulk of other cryptocurrencies in that they do not try to replace established banking arrangements. This is one of the reasons why Ripple and its token are so popular. It is, on the other hand, something that they work with. Due to the fact that it enables the exchange of currencies and worldwide transactions in a quick and inexpensive manner, XRP is frequently referred to as a bridge currency. This is because of the fact that it facilitates the exchange of currencies. Ripple's very own technology, which is referred to as the RippleNet, is actually responsible for making this speed feasible. The layers of traditional banking, which are both slow and complicated, are circumvented by this technology. Today, the amount of time it takes for anything to settle is measured in seconds rather than days. One of the most remarkable aspects of this is the fact that XRP uses a substantially smaller amount of energy than Bitcoin does. These discoveries are in line with the growing concerns over blockchain technologies and the influence they have on the environment. There are a number of other cryptocurrencies that were built with a cyberpunk attitude. Nevertheless, the cryptocurrency known as XRP is significantly different from those ones. Instead, it makes an effort to meet the needs of traditional financial institutions while also utilizing the blockchain technology that is still in its infancy. Because of this, there is a possibility that a higher number of people will embrace and use it in a few things pertaining to XRP that the Federal Reserve might be interested in learning about. Ripple's XRP stands out as a prominent contender when it comes to the search for ways to improve the running of financial institutions. This is due to the fact that it has the ability to make transactions both more affordable and more quickly. There is a potential that the Federal Reserve will take into consideration the use of XRP as a means of expediting the settlement of international transactions, which is a process that is now both time-consuming and expensive. This is as a result of the fact that the Federal Reserve Administration is in charge of both the policy and the provision of financial services. There is a possibility that the Federal Reserve could be interested in Ripple's claim that it offers the highest possible levels of both openness and security. This is something that must be taken into consideration. Within the context of a time when fraud and other types of financial crimes are commonplace, it is possible that these qualities could be of assistance in the process of making global laws on financial transactions more strict. As a result of the move toward a digital economy, the Federal Reserve may have an even stronger motivation to experiment with Ripple. This is especially true in order to offset the steps taken by other central banks across the world that are comparable to those that the Federal Reserve has done. Due to the fact that individuals are examining digital currencies and working on the prospect of a digital dollar for the United States, XRP is in a unique position to be regarded a beneficial tool for the development of a global financial system. This is because of the fact that people are making efforts to create a digital dollar. This is an analysis of the dream scenario that involves a sum of $300,000. For you to be able to make an informed guess as to when XRP will reach a market value of $35,000 per unit, there are a number of factors that you need to be aware of. Some of these things include the manner in which the market will accept it, the manner in which technology will advance, and the manner in which regulations will function. It is possible that at this very moment, it would appear that such a value is not actually attainable. In spite of this, there are specific situations in which it would be feasible to do so. Imagine a scenario in which the Federal Reserve makes the decision to use XRP for some of the interbank settlements that it is responsible for conducting. The very fact that this is the case has the ability to facilitate a speedy transition for XRP from being a participant in a restricted market to a prevalent method of managing money. When XRP gains legal support and technological developments that make transactions faster and safer, it is possible that demand would surge, which would lead to an increase in the price of XRP. On the other hand, there are a considerable number of factors that might be responsible for the occurrence of this. There are a number of elements that are significant and intricate in their own unique methods, obstacles, and implications of regulations. These characteristics include a favorable regulatory framework, robust technology, broad use by significant financial institutions, and a market sentiment that is congruent with the adoption. A myriad of laws and regulations are attached to each and every action that the federal government takes in order to incorporate XRP into a large percentage of its operations. The acceptance of a cryptocurrency would have a tremendous impact on day-to-day living, despite the fact that it was once believed that cryptocurrencies were unstable and destructive. In terms of the legislation, a choice such as this would have to be in conformity with both the national law and the regulations and laws that control international finance. This is because the national law is applicable to the situation. If something like this were to take place in the United States, it would lead to significant changes being made to banking regulations, which in turn would lead to changes being made to components of financial regulation that have been in place for decades. Besides the alterations that would be necessary to be made to the law and the technology, further modifications would be required. In addition to this, it would be essential to conduct an exhaustive investigation into the social and economic repercussions that would be brought about by a revolution of such extraordinary magnitude. An example of the events that transpired is the way in which people feel about the ambitious gamble that the Federal Reserve is making on a digital currency. The way in which people feel about this gamble could have a substantial impact on whether or not it is successful. Despite the fact that history does not always repeat itself, there are a number of common banking practices and innovative ideas that share historical parallels with one another. Financial technology has undergone enormous changes in the past.